be friends, 'cause I can't let you go. Our hearts won't mend, and I don't wanna lose it all again. Don't wanna lose it all again. So don't go messing with my mind, telling me it's okay, 'cause I don't wanna lose it all. Wanna lose it all again.
Hello everybody, and welcome. As we kick things off, people are joining the matches right now. It should be a fun one. We're here with White Rabbit Gaming and their White Rabbit Gaming and their GSL Stage run. I was getting confused. They're doing a test lobby right now, so forgot we got actual RLCS referees now in the lobby. So should be a fun one. They're going to be playing up against Death Cloud Esports, which should be a great time. They're starting off in the winners quarterfinal, then they'll drop down to if they either win, they'll go to the winners semifinal, and then if they lose, they'll drop down to the losers round 1 of this GSL stage. But coming into this one, they had a great Swiss stage. I think they finished their Swiss stage, if I remember correctly, 3-2. But they'll be looking to kind of have a smooth sail into this one, as the top 2 teams ended up faltering, or not faltering, more like 5 Fears ended up dropping down to the second pool, because they didn't do a clean clear of their Swiss stage, and the Pioneers and all of them will be in that other pool. So if you want to see what the bracket is looking like for the White Rabbit Gaming squad, be sure to check it out and do an exclamation point bracket in the chat. Be sure to hit them a follow on Twitter/X at WRGaming, as you see on the screen below me. And if you want to see more of what I'm up to and what's going on in my casting production life, be sure to check that out as the NateDog_. How's everybody doing today, though? Everybody gonna have a fun time today? I think everybody excited to get this one rolling. Welcome, Shadow Dweller. How you doing, brother? Ugh. Like things are getting set up and starting to work pretty well. But if we want to take a quick look at the bracket with me, y'all, we'll just pop this one in. See what we got here. So, just to take a quick peek at what the bracket will be looking like today. You can see here we got Death Cloud Esports. Winner will either play Astronic Esports or the Punishers. And losers will drop down to the K group here, playing the losers of C. So if you aren't aware of what GSL and how it works, be sure to just follow this bracket, and that way you should be all set and going forward for the rest of your for your viewing pleasure. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Match coming up. We got White Rabbit Gaming against Death Cloud Esports. So sure to tune in as this one starts getting up. They just finished up their test lobby, so they'll be moving into the actual match hopefully soon. It's like people are starting to say that they're ready to go. So it should be a fun one. Thank you for the follow, John Minotaur. Welcome. But ladies and gentlemen, as teams are now starting to join the actual lobby, get ready to kick this one off. First round of GSL. Welcome to the White Rabbit team stream. We're going to see how this one plays out. Hopefully the Rabbits can go in. I know they're a pretty favorable seed going into this actual match. But kicking it off, we got a quick fake-off kickoff, as we've seen time and time again from the Rabbits, with Casper there to get a great control. Looks wrong more, but blocked away by Nitro. Goes for the flip reset, does connect on it. Nitro with a quick shot, but Casper with a great save does get that one cleared out. little bit of space given, but the demo's already starting to showcase from Deathcloud. But now this one, a floater. It's going to be a free ball for Nitro to look for the pass up to Karka. Which a great shot. Casper just not able to get there and get that one saved away. It was a great play. You see a little bit of a misflip in that midfield from Mask, created that opportunity. And they were just all over it in a quick 1-2 passing play is sometimes all you need. But with an early lead for Deathcloud, there's still plenty of time left on the clock to try and get a quick response. As this one, now a dead ball in the midfield. It's going to be a 50 out over to Upplesos. Another great pop down, a shot opportunity of his own. There it is. And just like that, 6 seconds later, Upplesos puts in the equalizer for White Rabbit Gaming. Hey, just like that. I mean, that's what you need. A quick little kickoff goal to bounce back. That's what you're looking for. Is that now with 4:30, you're practically 0-0 again. You have to find out some way to turn this one around. As Cam, it does get the drop. It's going to play the 50 off of Mass. So this one, it's a wide open net. Mass does get back there for the pinch and sends this one downfield. Casper gets the reset. Can he get it past one? He does. Gonna look for the demo. Can't get the demo. It's going to be a free ball for Cam to take it up that side wall. But no boost in the tank. He's going to be forced to try to leave this one up for his teammate. But Casper all over it there to shut it down and send it right back into Deathcloud's half. But Nitro not able to get a follow. A little bit of a misjump from Mask. Creates plenty of space for Nitro to try and take advantage. But Upplesos playing this one a little bit more patient. Tries to get the bump, but couldn't connect on it. Is very lucky. This one fires out across the field. But now Upplesos looks for the clear, but shut down immediately. But Casper all over it. Looks for another one. Gets the reset, drops it down, but couldn't get the flick on it. It's going to be a free challenge as Nitro gets it past Upplesos. Can he get it past Casper? Nobody does get the 50. But a great challenge from Mass does get this one out to his corner. A free ball for Upplesos to trying to get it cleared down. But Deathcloud is all over this one, trying to create some momentum. But the team bump creates an awkward situation. The Rabbits are going to have to find some way to break out quickly, as they're starting to look a little uncomfortable in their half. As Karka looks for the shot, but a great shot from Cam off the pass from Karka, doesn't bring his team back to a 1-goal lead. Welcome up, Miss Me. Welcome back to the stream. Right now, we are just kicking off the round 1 of the GSL and winners quarterfinal. This is game 1 of the day. Winner of this will advance to the semifinals, but they only have to win 1 more to qualify for the following day. But with a great bump from Nitro, Mass does get a great clear out, avoiding that dangerous bump from Nitro. Upplesos look for the pass upfield, but the boost starvation starting to show. It's Casper trying to find someone to get back. There's the double. A little bit of awkwardness for the Rabbits as they can't seem to find any type of flow. That boost conservation is starting to kind of burn them here. Is Nitro all over that one for a great pass to Karka, who got the back wall read to drop it down. Great play from Deathcloud. Cam there to collect it off the kickoff. Mass in a very dangerous position. Does get the 50 out, but it's going to be a free ball for Karka to put it in. The Rabbits now down by 3 here. 2:54 left on the clock. Nothing really going their way. Even the kickoff's kind of just going in favor of Deathcloud. They need to find some type of quick response. As the more that clock starts ticking down, the more it's going to start going in favor of their opponents. They're going to need to find some way to get a quick counter response or a quick counter attack to break out of this lock that they've been in for the past 2 minutes. But Cam, look for the backboard read. Can he follow it up? He does. With a great collection on the boost as well, but a huge challenge from Casper. A shot opportunity from Upplesos. Drops it down, but a great save from Karka on the back wall. Does get this one out into the hands of Cam. Now off the ceiling, look for the drop down. There it is, but Upplesos is there to shut that one down and take control. But once again, no one there to really challenge it. As this one's going to be a free ball. Look for the pinch downfield. Casper, can he get the read? He does. Isn't it? Top left bins. There it is. Bar down in. Bringing it back to a 2-goal lead for Deathcloud. 2:20 left. The Rabbits might have found some type of momentum that they needed, as now they are back in this game. Kickoff going in favor of Casper. He does get the drop down and the 50. Pinch off the back wall. There it is. Shot from Mass, but a save. No, Mass does get it. A little bit of a team miscommunication from Deathcloud as well. As this one pinches off the top of Cam. Almost goes in. You can see Cam trying to get back. Ends up getting the clear, but Nitro not able to follow it up because of Cam's touch. Gives a wide open opportunity for Mass to slot that one in. Now, with 2:15 left on the clock, there's still plenty of time to come back here with only down 1 goal now instead of 3. A great turnaround for the Rabbits is now Cam. Tries to take this one up. Looks for the touch, but a great challenge from Uppelsos. Nitro couldn't get that one as Casper's all over it. But a free ball here for Karka as he tries to get another touch to Cam. A reset inbound, but Mass with a great pop-up. Uppelsos can't follow this one. Casper's got to make a touch here, and he does. As the Rabbits starting to showcase some signs of life from that passing that we saw the previous in the Swiss stage. As this one starts coming out, looking for the read off the side wall. Can he get it? No, Cam is going to get there first. So now Uppelsos looks for one more, but forced to leave this one out without burning too much boost. But Nitro, not enough boost. Could have been a wide open net opportunity. Slips away from the Rabbits' fingers. But Mass looking for the pass, but it's going to be a free ball for Karka to get the challenge. So now Casper in the one-on-one situation. Gets a fake, but Karka there to cut off the flick. Now another one comes out. A shot opportunity. No. It's going to be a free ball for Nitro. Goes for the pinch. Not a whole lot of power, but a free ball for his teammate. To try and get one more. Gets it over one. Can't play the 50, though. Mass going for the pre-jump. Couldn't connect on it. Nitro looking for that double. Can't get the angle. Casper there to try and collect. Mass looks for the pass to Casper. There it is on target, but a great save from Karka as he gets that one cleared away, but right into the hands of Uppelsos. Gets a great 50, but it goes in favor of Karka with a drop down from Mass. Bottom left corner. There it is. Bounces up. The Rabbits are back here in game number 1. 36 seconds left on the clock. The momentum going in their favor as this one has quickly turned around as Uppelsos goes for that bump on the goal line. The Rabbits are showing signs of life that we were talking about earlier on. They're starting to kind of demonstrate those passing opportunities and coordination that we saw happen quite often in the Swiss stage. But with this one being a floater, a little bit of an awkward touch, but Karka does get a great challenge. Another pinch coming out from Casper, sends it back down. Could be on target, but Casper there for the clear off to the sidewall. Nitro, plenty of boost in the tank, goes for one more, but Uppelsos all over that one. A missed touch from Karka creates a little bit of confusion. But with the boost steal starting to come out from Deathcloud, the boost is starting to become a very valuable resource here for the Rabbits. As everyone's looking awkward here. Don't fall apart right here. Drop down from Cam. There it is. Miscommunication on the goal line of who should be going. And just like that, that one's going to go in favor of Deathcloud. Catastrophe for the Rabbits. Cloud all the way back just to fall apart here in the last 2 seconds of game number 1. Welcome, Ghost, to the stream. We're going to be having a good time here as this one's already showcasing a very fun game. 0 seconds left. The Rabbits going to have to find some way to keep this one alive, but Uppelsos not able to connect on it as this one's going to drop down. Deathcloud now going up 1-0 here in this match. You know, the Rabbits had their momentum. They had their chances. They just couldn't capitalize on a few different opportunities that definitely could have been there. And honestly, they clawed their way back. They just faltered at the very end. All right, they had their chance. All right, they went very strong. They clawed their way back, and just a little bit of miscommunication was all it took at the very end. But hopefully they can bounce back going into game number 2 because they're able to. From what we saw, they can compete with this team. It's very beatable. They just got to lock in and cut out those small mistakes to turn this one around. That's all they got to do. But here we are, game number 2. The Rabbits down at 1-0 right now, but they're going to have to find a quick response as Casper is able to take this one up the sidewall off that mid-boost. A quick challenge sends this one into the hands of Cam. But a double commit from the Rabbits. It does create a little bit of an awkward situation. But a pass off the back wall, but a little bit too high. Casper can't drop it down. As now a scramble comes out in the corner. Cam looks for the clear downfield. Mass forces it high, but the bump comes out. Casper with a great avoidance and save. But now plenty of time and space for Mass, but a missed touch does come out. As this one's not going to go. An awkward ball going in hands of Casper, who gets sent into oblivion. As now Karka clears this one out, but Mass with a great challenge and read on the passing lane. Does shut down any momentum on that part. But now this one going high. Cam all over it. Mass got to get the touch and not there. Nitro there to put it in off the waterfall. And now Deathcloud back up 1-0 early on. Not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Rabbits, but you know, you got to bounce back. You got to find a quick response. Welcome, Car Guy. Welcome. The The pass over to Mass could have been on target. Couldn't connect on the shot or angle behind that one. You can see Deathcloud starting to play a lot of mind games, a lot of faking opportunities. They're kind of just creating a little bit of an extension third man outlet that the Rabbits have yet to be able to find a response for. But as they try not find one now, Casper looks for the pass to midfield, shut down immediately by Nitro. It's going to be a free ball for Uppelsos. Gets it over one. Casper looking for Mass. Great collection. If he goes for the read, drops this one down. Could be in. This one can't muscle its way in as Karka gets a great save, and Cam gets the demo on the person to follow it up. A dangerous ball as this one's just floating, but no second man there to get there for the shot. Now this one's a floater. Looks for a shot. Uppelsos can't get it, but Mass there to pop it. Can't put it on target. Missed opportunity after missed opportunity. The Rabbits just not looking like themselves today, as Deathcloud is just starting to walk away here with that clock ticking down. But Cam with a great clear out. Karka looking for a touchdown at field to Nitro. Collection looks for the waterfall again. Drops it down for the double. There it is. Deathcloud finds the outlet. Gets the 1-2-3. And just like that, the Rabbits are up 2-0. All right. I mean, right now, the Rabbits just can't seem to find any type of way to break through Deathcloud's defense. They're having opportunities. They're just kind of slipping through their fingers. They got to find some way to maybe get a demo or create some type of awkwardness to take advantage of. As this one, almost a redirect on target, but off that back wall from Cam. The Rabbits looking for a pass midfield. Can they get it? Over to Uppelsos. Does get the pass down to Mass once again. Great control. Does play the 50. Could it be a shot? No. But a great pass back, but a 50 coming out again. Right now, the boost starvation starting to showcase here, but Mass with a great save off the squishy recovery. Karka looks for a touch off the ceiling, drops it down into the hands of Mass to take control. Looks for one more. Mass looks for down to Uppelsos. Can't get the follow-up, but a clear down field from Casper does create some space his team desperately needed. Looking to collect that boost. Ran out of time on it, though, and just in the time for his opponent to collect it. The boost control is really starting to showcase here for the Rabbits as a struggling factor here in game number 2. Because right now, everything's just kind of going in favor as Uppelsos does get a great save, but with 2 minutes left, they need to find some way to convert into an offensive position. As they just seem to be locked in their half. Every challenge going in favor of Deathcloud. As Nitro tries to get a pop down, does get another 50. You can see Deathcloud starting to play a very, very 50-heavy game, forcing 50s to their teammates. And they're kind of forcing really awkward challenges as Nitro looks for the pass, but that's not what they can do on this one, as the Rabbits couldn't connect on the wide-open opportunity. A shot from Uppelsos can't be connected. No one there to capitalize, and once again, a little bit of a missing rotation in that follow-up. It's just been the story of the Rabbits so far. Casper does get a pop-up on the fake off the sidewall. Nitro there to send it back downfield. It's going to be a free ball for Mass. Plenty of time to try and get a quick challenge. As now Cam can't follow it up, but Mass does get it past 2. As this one's going to be a pinch down a field. Could be a dangerous position as the shot on target, but saved away by Karka once again. As right now, the Rabbits just putting shot after shot here, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too threatening. It's just been kind of easy saves for Deathcloud. This Casper, not a lot of boost in the tank. Forced to try and do something. But Uppelsos avoiding the bump does get the challenge downfield. As this one's going to go in favor, but an awkward pinch does create a pass back by Karka. All over it there, trying to find some way to shut down any type of Rabbits momentum. As there's just been a lot of pinches downfield. A lot of ping-pong action just kind of giving possession back to Deathcloud. They need to find a way to keep that possession and find something to play through each other. Because these pinches downfield are just kind of creating wide open nets and wide open chances for Deathcloud to get a quick counterattack. As Nitro tries to do it here. Gets the pop-up over one. The drop down for the shot. But Mass there to collect it. Now this one's going to be a 50 into the hands of Cam. With plenty of boost in the tank. Casper there to pinch it down. And just like that, the Rabbits will go down here in game number 2. Shutout. Yet to find a response. No, they find one for the road. As that could be the momentum swing that they were needing going into the next game. Chat. Somebody inform me. Is GSL best of 7 or best of 5? I don't see it on the site anywhere. It doesn't say it anywhere. Somebody let me know. But with that being said, you know, the Rabbits, you know, they've had a few shots opportunities. See, they've had 5 shots. They actually only were missing 1 shot opportunity. But with Deathcloud coming up with 4 saves, they're just not really putting anything too threatening or making them awkward enough. It's just kind of easy saves and clears for Deathcloud. And with that being said, I mean, the Rabbits just got to find a way to keep that possession. We've seen a lot of kind of pinches going downfield, but no one there to really receive it. And it's just kind of creating free possession. And as that boost starving is happening, that free possession kicking in, it's just forcing the Rabbits into a very difficult position, and they're not really able to maintain that boost consumption and create any type of pressure. If they're just getting a pinch downfield, and they're just giving the ball right back to them, and they're already low boost. The more you do that, the more you're going to starve yourself and make yourself very awkward. But here we are, game number 3. Thank you, Car Guy, for the best of 7 heads up. I was not sure. But can the Rabbits find that response that they desperately need, as they are now down 2-0 here in the series? As now this one's going to be a free ball for Karka. Tries to get the dribble downfield. Can he get it past Mass? He does. As this one's a free shot opportunity, but saved away by Mass. Looking for another pinch downfield. A bit of a panic touch there as they try and get something going. As Cam gets a 50 off the top of the ceiling, but Nitro is there to collect it. Casper can't get the follow-up. It's going to be a free touch for Karka. Looks for the shot, but a great challenge from Mass sends it into the hands of Uppelsos. Looking for one more. Can't get it past Cam, though, but Mass with no boost in the tank does get the pop-up. The bump's starting to come out. Casper tries to get a quick challenge, but ends up getting a pool shotted into this one. It's going to be a free shot for Karka. Top bins. Nothing going in the way of the Rabbits as everything is just falling apart. Challenge after challenge. You can see Casper tries to get the challenge up in the air. Ends up getting pool shotted into a perfect pass to Karka. I mean, maybe it's just not the Rabbits' days, but they're going to have to find some way to bounce back. Got to get out of their head as, last thing you want to do is drop down to losers round 1. You got to start strong here because that just extends your stay as the flick comes in and 2-0 just like that in under a minute. Deathcloud already extending their lead. That is unfortunate for the Rabbits, but hey, bounce back. Now that Car Guy has let me know that this is a best of 7, there's plenty of time to bounce back. They couldn't have, if they go down here, it's very unfortunate, but you're going to have to just have a reverse sweep come out. But with 4 minutes left, they could find a quick response. They just got to find something going for them. They got to create some type of momentum, as this one's off the ceiling, but a great challenge, but it just gets 50'd out into the hands of Mass. But a team bump comes out, already killing that momentum almost immediately. But Nitro looking a little awkward. It's going to be a free ball for Uppelsos. Looks for the pass down. Can he get it? No. Nitro there to collect it with no one there to challenge in that second man position. But Cam with the challenge on that. Uppelsos gets 50'd out. Mass getting bumped across the field. Forced to try and do something here. As this one now goes out into the hands, but Casper there to clear it back downfield. Karko with great control. Doesn't manage to keep possession. But a huge fake out of everyone just whiffing the ball on that one. It creates a very difficult situation. But it's looking like Deathcloud's going to come out on top with the help of Cam. This one's going to pop off the sidewall. Casper looking for the pass downfield to Mass. Can he go for one more? No, he can't. Can't get the bump either. As Uppelsos couldn't follow it up. It's going to be a free challenge for Karka. A little bit of an overcommit from Casper, but a great save from Mass as he does get that one off the crossbar. But Deathcloud just unrelenting with the dribble after dribble. The possession is key here, as Deathcloud has taken full advantage of every possession, putting the most threatening shot opportunities on target. But the demo comes out. It's going to be a free ball for Nitro to take control of the back wall. Uppelsos tries to get one. This could be it for the Rabbits, but no one there to put it in, as opportunities just slipping through the grasp of the Rabbits. They just aren't fast enough to get to this one, as Mass gets the 50. Looks for the pass midfield, but 50'd out by Cam. Casper getting Goomba stomped, but plenty of boost to take this one up the wall. Tries to get a fake, couldn't connect on it. Mass with a great read off the back wall. Does it create some breathing room, but Cam's there to reinstate it. A double commit coming out from the Rabbits. That clock ticking down. It's just starting to look more and more dire as they just can't get this one off their half. But Casper tries to find a breakaway. Looks for Mass. Looks for the pass downfield, but off the back wall. Nitro there to get a great touch. Followed up. Gets this one cleared away. Casper there to send it downfield. Karka with an awkward touch, but no one there to really get a challenge except for Mass, who gets the pass off the side wall. A double commit coming out from the Rabbits. A dangerous position. Can't be. You got to communicate those a little bit quicker. He can't be affording any type of double commits. as that just creates a massive gap, as they were very fortunate for a Mash to get that touch and get that one stayed away. But Cam with a quick challenge, this one back down the field. No boost in the tank. It's going to be a dangerous possession. It's Karka, plenty in the tank. Tries to go for another dribble. Takes this one low. Plays a 50 on target, but Uppelsos there to get the save. Right now, the Rabbits, they're not really converting. They're not really finding anything. It's just the cutoffs from Deathcloud has just been a little too strong for the Rabbits to find anything to break through. You can see any scoring opportunity that presents itself, they're just playing right into the hands of Deathcloud. As now this one's going to be on target. A free touch for Uppelsos to kind of get that one cleared away. An easy save. But we're just like that. Under a minute left. They're right back into their own defensive half. Can't seem to get that 1-2 passing going, as this one could be there, but Karka with a great save, keeping their team's 2-goal lead. As now Cam with a pinch down, but Mass does get the save, and almost extending their lead to 3. Nitro looks for one more to drop it down, gets the pop-up. Karka already there for the shot, and there it is. That might be the nail in the coffin. The Rabbits getting shut out here in game number 3 game number 3 as well. Only option here, unless they get some kickoff goals, is they're going to have to find that solution and find it now. And they have to get that old reverse sweep coming out, bring the group and do it in reverse. Because right now, I haven't seen really much of any momentum go in their favor. They aren't connecting on the passing lanes. They're kind of overshooting each other and not trusting each other's comms. As this one, 50's off the ceiling. Could be there, but Cam getting with a great beat over Casper. Team pinch down the field off the back wall. Uppelsos with an awkward touch, but Mash fakes this one out. 10 seconds left. Just like that, the Rabbits are going to falter here in game number 3. Could that be the one? No, Cam there to save it again. Honestly, Deathcloud, they're doing a great job, and they couldn't even connect on that one with 0 seconds. Oh, maybe it is best of 5. I was lied to. It's best of 5. It is best of 5. So the Rabbits will now drop down. They'll drop down to losers round 1. Car guy, you lied to me, man. I thought there was hope. Tragic. Alright. You Googled it? That's valid. That's valid. I think the NA might be best of 7s. I'm not sure. But with that one going in favor... I'm in the wrong pool. Give me a second. I gotta look at our pool again. So with Deathcloud getting the 3 over that one, and we're looks like we're going to be playing the loser of Astronic Esports and the Punishers, which is currently still going in progress. With a 1-1 series score. Be sure to do exclamation point bracket if you want to see what their bracket is looking like. Oh, I have no idea where the cat is. Hopefully they can bounce back though. They just won't seem to connect on anything. Chad, how are we feeling? Think the Rabbits going to bounce back for the next round and stay alive, or do you think it's going to be over in a quick 2 series? I mean, right now, we're just kind of waiting on the results. Oh my lord, my Wikipedia guy is just telling me to throw. This is crazy. Crazy work. Oh god, we're whipping out the I forget it's like 5 p.m. for y'all. Y'all are over here whipping out beverages and stuff, and I'm like, dude, it's 11:30 in the morning. That's crazy. I forget it's like later in the afternoon for y'all. All right. Who's the team stream here? What's the team stream? It's always 1 p.m. somewhere. That's crazy. Oh, looks like the Punishers have gone up. Here, I'll show all the bracket and see what we're looking at. this is what we're looking at. Looking at this bit right here. Waiting on the results of this game. You don't even see my cursor? Okay, you can. Cool. But yeah, so we're waiting on the results of this one. Looks like Team E1, as expected, 3-0'd Unity Esports. What's the standings right now? Good old start GG. I don't know. Hopefully they can turn it around. I think it literally just came down to a possession game, if I'm being completely honest. They bounce back. All right. I believe in the boys. They can do it. Ow. Cat, get off me. My cat's assaulting me, dude. Alright, well, that concludes the first series of the day. For those who are just tuning in, the Rabbits have gone down the first quarterfinals match, and now they're going to be playing losers round 1 of this GSL bracket. Be sure to follow them on X/Twitter at WRGaming, as you see on the screen below me. And also, if you want to stay up to date on what I'm doing, be sure to hit me a follow at @TheNateDog_. If you want to get a link to my Twitter/X, you can just do !socials, and it'll bring up the link for you. Man, I know the guys got this one. I know for sure they can do this. They definitely had, like, opportunities. They just got to find a way to capitalize. Looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication, a lack of trust in certain challenges once their rotation got a little awkward. So if they can just clean that up and kind of learn to kind of get that spread the pitch, shrink the pitch type of mentality, I think they could easily take this next one pretty smoothly. Was a tough team. Yeah, so I don't know anything about the SSA teams. I'm an NA nerd. So if that was a really good team, you have to let me know. I'm a NA RLCS nerd. That's true. It wouldn't be WRG if they didn't take the hard path. They just wanted more of a challenge. That's what it was. They wanted that one over quickly so that way they could bounce back and have a harder match. That's what it was. They wanted the bigger challenge. All right. Looks like the other half of losers round 1 is about to be kicked off. The Crows. I don't know how to say that. 3-0'd the Wave. So now they'll be starting off their round 1 soon, but we're waiting on Astronic and the Punishers. So, what are their seeds? The 3 seed. He's been the World's Thing twice. I thought he was familiar. He sounded very familiar. Okay. Well, here I was excited that 5 Fears and Pioneers weren't in our half, and turns out there's a Worlds player in our half. Tragic. This Astronic Esports and Punishers game has got to be going to Game 5 here. It has to be. Welcome anybody just tuning in. We're awaiting the results of the winners quarterfinal. White Rabbit Gaming did drop the first series in the quarterfinals, now playing losers round 1. So we're waiting on the winner of Astronic Esports and the Punishers, which looks like it might be going game 5 here, unless it ends in that 3-1 fashion. If you want to see the bracket for yourself, do !brackets or bracket, and you'll be able to get updates on what things are doing, as you can see in the chat right there. But welcome everybody. Welcome. Are there any new codes in right now in RL? I could not tell you. I don't use codes for like a lot of things. I could not tell you that one. Sorry, man. I don't think I've bought anything in Rocket League in like almost 2 years. Actually, I don't think I've bought anything in Rocket League since they got rid of trading. Now I think about it, because I was big into the trading stuff. Hashtag bring back trading. Please. Oh, looks like they're going game 5. Looks like it's 2-2 now. Astronic Esports and the Punishers. All right. Yeah, I've noticed Rocket League does really well in South Africa. Honestly, it's like, it's a good area too, because I mean, I'm gonna be realistic here. In comparison for organizations and stuff like that, it's not easier to make like worlds and get points and stuff, because I know SSA gets like less spots, but at least like there's only like 80 to 100 teams. In NA, I think the last like qual had 900 teams participating, and it's ridiculous. There was 900 teams participating in the NA qualifiers. So like, good luck. Good luck getting top 16, top 32 in that. Like, I think they're day 1. So they have 2 double elim brackets they do. They do a Friday night one, which goes up to like 3 or 4 rounds, and then they do a Saturday one, which is another like 3 or 4 rounds. And then Swiss is on Sunday. It's just like, that's insane to me. Alright, still waiting on Astronic Esports and the Punishers, so we're just kind of hanging out, I guess. Really? It is? That's dope. In North America, it's actually like one of the, in comparison to the other esports scenes, it's one of the worst esports scenes right now. People playing like Valorant, Rainbow Six, and stuff like that do like better in terms of their actual getting paid for things. This one's got to be ending soon, man. Are they putting the scores in here? I want to see. 0-1, 4-2, 1-2, 4-3. Wow. I got a close one going. Which one? Losing to the RL Esports in South Africa or the NA comment I made? That makes sense that it's easy, or it's mainly RLCS. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, Swiss stage is where you, like, as soon as you make Swiss, you start getting paid. Get payouts. So, like, I'm gonna do this real quick. Let's take a look. Where is it at? Yeah, like, they're already, like, top 32. So 16. Yeah, as soon as you make Swiss and you get eliminated in Swiss stage, you can start getting payouts. So with them right now, they're in GSL. They're making, so yeah, you can come in last in GSL and make 1,050 in USD. Man, so USD kind of just like I'm assuming, because I looked it up, the conversion at some point, and it was like, I think 1 USD was like 17 rands. Yeah, 16 rands. So I don't know what the cost. I don't know what the cost of living situation's like over there, but that's got to be bank. That's got to be a lot of money. Part of me wishes some of these regions were like for example, like if it's a X amount of dollars in I could not tell you if they're double taxed. Could not tell you. Hey Nate, I like your name, dude. Welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you, Nate. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome to the community. It's a wonderful name you got there. Have a good one, Nate. It was a pleasure seeing you. I don't have a Discord link. I don't have a public Discord. If you want to say that, you can do my Twitter. It's just the NateDog_, do exclamation point socials. That's where you'll see what I'm doing. Maybe I should make a Discord if I'm going to start doing these things more. Get people in there. Dude, they're still going. They're still going. Still waiting. So I looked it up. Like I tried to Google it a while back, and it was like the cost of living there is typically between like 10 to 15,000 rand. Is that correct? Is that normal for like a cost of living standpoint? Because if that's normal, like they just made a good chunk of change. You live in Alex. What's a normal cost of living in South Africa? Like what is that normally in rand? All right, cool. We're playing the Punishers. Let's get it. Astronic 3-2. I see. So it's more like 25,000 for minimal living. That's hard to reach. Okay. See that it's one of those situations like Japan and stuff where it's like what do they have? Um they're like their currency. I can't remember what it's called. But it's like ridiculous amounts, but it's actually like not worth a crazy amount. Thank you, yen. I keep wanting to say yan. Yen. Um Well, I just click on accident. Alright, looks like the bracket is starting to catch up. But yeah, so still making a Swiss stage or GSL in a 330mm Coke. Is that like a normal? Is that like a glass? Yeah, so like a can. It's a can. Oh, it's like the can Cokes. Well here, let's look at this one. Let's just go to Amazon and look. It can range depending on who you buy it from. Okay, so if you do 355mm 12 pack, it's 19 USD. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. They're joining. It looks like they might be doing the test lobby first. How much is a Big Mac? Expensive. It can get expensive. I can show you. Where's it at? They're doing their test lobby right now. Big Mac, where is it at? A singular Big Mac is... Okay, I didn't want to give me the price. Nice. How much is it? You kidding me? Singular Big Mac is... I'm just got to pull it up on my app. All right. My app does not want to open up. Go. I think it's probably around like $7. 7 USD. If you get the meal, I think it's around $7. I mean, question to my existence. Referee had me worried for a second. Bro was wondering who I was. Who allowed me to stream? The RLCS, a referee. That's who's allowing me to stream. Welcome, Reed. Alright, we're good. We're gonna start resetting here. Let's get it. Reed, you're just a hater, dude. Just a hater. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in losers round 1 of GSL with White Rabbit Gaming going up against the Punishers. Should be a good one. The Rabbits trying to stay alive here to keep their GSL run hopes alive. They're going to win the next 2 to qualify for day 4 and 5. So, hopefully they can turn it around. With that being said, they took a loss early on in a 3-0 sweep fashion, unfortunately. So they weren't really able connecting a lot of things. So they're going to have to find some way to bounce back here. Make sure they don't get eliminated. But as teams start joining the lobby, let's kick things off, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to follow them on X/Twitter, WRGaming. Be sure to check me out at the @NateDog_. But here we are, game 1 here in the losers round 1 portion of the bracket. As things kick off to an early situation for Casper with a great drop down 5 seconds in, and the Rabbits are up 1-0. A great shot from Casper as he gets an early lead for his team. But plenty of time for the Punishers to try and find a response, as this could be it. As this one's now going to look like a shot opportunity. There it is. Can Uppelsos get there? No, he cannot. And just like that, 11 seconds in, 2 goals have been scored. 1 off the kickoff and another one off the kickoff. A great double demo from the Punishers. Able to reestablish this to a tied game. Practically 0-0. But they're going to have to find some way to break through as Casper looks for the pass upfield to Uppelsos. Looks for one more. Can't get it. There's a Shadow with a great collection. It pinches this one out. Now Ninja looking to try and follow it up, but Mass all over it. But Marmoen trying to get one more. Gets shut down immediately by Casper. The clear downfield Shadow. Looks for one more. Can't get it. No boost in the tank, but Ninja does get the 50 in favor of Marmoen. But Casper trying to get a forced challenge, but goes in favor of Shadow. with a great 50 down. It's going to be a free ball for Upelsos to try and control, but he gives it away. A shot from Marmon, but a great read from Mass as he shuts down any type of chance there. Casper not able to get the pinch, but it's going to be a free challenge for Upelsos to try and get a follow-up. A dangerous ball, but Casper with plenty of boost does get the dribble, but gets bumped out of the play. But now, a lot of space to work with. A lot of lack of boost on the pitch is very present right now, as this one's not just floating in the midfield. It looks for a touch off the ceiling. Can't get it. It's going to be controlled by Ninja. As Marmon looks for one more. Can't connect on the pass, but does maintain possession for a little bit of a sprint downfield. Looks for the pass. There it is. But a commit upfield. A little bit of a miscommunication from the Punishers. It's a shot comes out from Shadow. It's going to be a free ball for Mass. So he takes this one back down to the Punishers' half. Marmon with a great control off their back wall. Does maintain possession, but 50'd out by Casper. A shot could have been on target. Mass there to try and follow it up, but a 50 from Shadow puts this one back to the neutral zone. Casper looking upfield for Mass. Off the back wall for the drop down. Couldn't connect on it. As the challenge coming after challenge here in the corners. The Rabbits are showing a new sign of pressure here compared to the previous series. There was a lot on the line last time. They just weren't able to capitalize on a lot of opportunities. They seem to be capitalizing today. As Mass gets a pop-up over one. Casper there to follow for the pass midfield. A double commit from the Punishers, but Upelsos there to control this one back midfield. Mass looks for the shot on target. Is it going to be in? And no, Marmon there to get the save. The Shadow gets to clear downfield. Upelsos there to reestablish it back in its presence, but cleared away. Shadow for the drop down, and the Punishers now up 2-1. I mean, you can see it was a good idea. It's just a little bit of a mistouch there. Did come out pretty strongly from that one and kind of give it right back to them in their offensive transition, creating a wide open challenge. But the physicality from the Punisher is starting to showcase already, as another shot's going to be on target, but Casper there to get the save. Now, Upelsos playing this one slow, does get it past one, gets the 50 up. Casper there to control it. Ninja trying to get a beat, he does, but a double commit upfield. This could be another one. And Shadow with a huge whiff and miss off the side post, as that one's going to be one they want back, as Casper tries to get a quick counterattack. Couldn't connect on it, but Casper looking for the pass midfield. The physicality being the saving grace for the Punishers right now. Is this one off the back wall? Someone's got to be there. Mass does get the pop back. A dangerous situation, but they managed to kind of scuffle their way out of it. There's another shot, could be, but Mass there for the interruption. Shadow looks for the drop down. Casper there to control it. Mass with plenty of boost in the tank. Can't get the read on that touch. Missed a chance once again for the Rabbits, as now Shadow takes this one down the field. A shot to Gold Ninja. Couldn't get that one on target. As Casper looks for the pass upfield, 50'd out by Marmon, but Upelsos does get the pop to the back wall. The boost control is going to be a very big factor here for both these teams, as Mass gets the bump, does it himself, but Marmon does get back and get that one saved away, keeping his team in their comfortable lead. But with this clock ticking down, the Rabbits look like they're just pressing forward, but never mind. Marmon finds the breakaway, the drop down off the back wall to a free ball for Casper. As now Upelsos there to collect it. Looks for one more, but a little bit slow to that challenge. Does create an easy clear for Shadow. An awkward touch since this one to the sidewall. Shadow there to control it. Looks for the pass down. Can't get it. Marmon with a quick shot on target, but Casper able to pop this one out. The great pre-jump does drop this one down. Upelsos there to challenge it. This one's going to be a dangerous ball, as this one's going to pop off. But Ninja there for the great read off the touch from the back wall. Does create some type of opportunity, but the boost at being a missing factor here for the Rabbits. They just can't be fast enough to get to any type of challenge. As now this one goes in favor of Mass. Looks for the pass dropping down. Leaves this one, but no one there to challenge it, as their second man presence is just MIA. As this one's going to go pop off the crossbar. And now Mass with a huge whiff does pop this one downfield, but Shadow there to send it immediately back. 10 seconds left. The Rabbits got to find us something, as Upelsos tries to create some momentum. As this one pops over Casper, Mass there to follow it with almost no time left on the clock. The Rabbits got to find some way to stay alive, but it's looking like this one gets popped up high. Shadow there to drop it down. Mass not able to follow it up, but Casper does get another touch. 0 seconds left, trying to keep the Rabbits' hopes alive here in game number 1. Mass can't get there. This one drops down. The Rabbits taking a loss here in game number 1. All right, so they looked strong for a good portion of the game, but they're still missing on some key opportunities in terms of their missing second man. All right, They're getting a little too awkward in that field, and they're just kind of creating gaps in that rotation, and they're not being fast enough. They're not challenging balls with confidence. You got to go in there. The Rabbits got to challenge things with some confidence and got to have that mindset of, I am better here. Because there's been a lot of things where you can see some hesitation coming out, whether who's going to go where or a pass. You're not sure what to do with the ball yet. And it's just kind of creating plenty of time and space for the Punishers to have a quick response. So they're going to have to find a way to cut out the hesitation. They got to go in full confidence here. But going into game number 2, if they can find those changes, they showed signs of life. They just got to make sure they can turn it around. But here we are going into game number 2. Waiting for one to join back as teams are now starting to load into the lobby. Let's see if the Rabbits can turn this one around. Because they're going to need to. Otherwise, they'll be facing a match point elimination game. But here we are. Game number 2. Match point on the line. The Rabbits trying to stay alive. Be sure to stay tuned as this one gets kicked off and into the hands of Mass. This one could be an early goal for the Rabbits, but not able to get there as Ninja is there to shut it down. Shadow with a great control. Takes this one, looks for the pass to Marmoen. 1-2 passing play, but couldn't connect on it. The boost steal's already coming out from the Punishers, but not a lot of boost in the tank. Upelsos can't get to that one in time. Marmoen with a great shot, but it's going to be off that right side. Casper selecting that full boost, trying to keep possession. Gets it over one, but bumped away. But manages to stay on. Can he get the 50? No, but he does get the bump. This one's going to drop down. Could be a shot. Upelsos couldn't get the read. A huge whiff and a scoring opportunity that the Rabbits desperately needed. The storyline here continues for the Rabbits of not being able to find anything to sink into the back of the net, as this one drops down into the hands of Ninja for an easy clear. Marmoen, plenty of boost, tries to get a pop-up, but blocked away by Upelsos as Casper looks for the pass at midfield, but an easy clear for Shadow. So he tries to get a pass down to the neutral zone, but a bump comes out. Casper does get the pop, looking for one more. Mass with a great redirect, top left bends. No, it's going to be off that corner. So a little bit of a miscommunication comes out once again from the Rabbits. As Marmoen's there to clear this one out and create some space. Does get the pinch up, but a double commit does come out. Could be an opportunity here for the Rabbits, but a quick challenge does force this one into the hands of Marmoen. Try and get a pinch off that wall. No, Shadow there to cut him off. Mass looks for the outlet. No one there to collect it, though, except for Upelsos. Trying to find a one touch. Can't get the second. This one's going to go in favor of Marmoen. Looking for that pass once again into that midfield. Two people on the back walls. Never a good sign. This one's dangerous, but Casper manages to keep this one alive. Ninja trying to get a pass back, but a shot on target comes out instead as Casper looks for one more. Gets a touch. Waterfall down off the back wall. Upelsos can't get there. It's a great shot. Saved away as now Shadow. Not a lot of boost. Can't get the second one. Casper there to try and collect it with the pass upfield. Upelsos looks for the 1-2. Drops it down. Shot on target. There it is. Upelsos finally finds his groove off the pass from Casper and brings it to a 1-goal lead for the Rabbits. Who knows? Maybe that could be the momentum change that they desperately need. As we didn't see a lot of those kind of connecting in the last series. They didn't see it in the first game either. But they're going to have to find a way to make sure they don't falter and kind of keep their lead and keep that momentum going in favor. As Ninja gets to clear down a field, looking for one more. Mass with a great control. Can he get 50'd out? He gets it over 2. Plenty of boost in the tank. Gets it past the third. Off the back wall. Shot opportunity. There it is. And Upelsos is there to receive once again. They cleaned up the second man. And just like that, the Rabbits are on the rolling trail. With 2:30 left on the clock, there's still plenty of time to respond if you're a fan of the Punishers. But the Rabbits are staying strong right now as there's one right there. They finally find it. Off the kickoff, shake that one off. Go next. That tragedy for the Rabbits. But, got to bring it back to a 1-goal lead. They may have lost their mulligan, but they're still in the lead. All right, you just can't afford to let that happen again. As this one's going to go in favor of Mass, but gets bumped out. It's going to be a free ball for Marmoen with a quick challenge from Upelsos. It does get the drop down. A shot opportunity off the back wall. Mass got to get something, but Upelsos showing up here today does get the clear out. As Mass takes this one in control. Looks for Casper. Can't get the follow-up, though, as that one pinches an awkward touch off the corner. Upelsos looking really uncomfortable here, but he does get the pop over. But Ninja with no boost. Casper gets the pass down. Can he get the beat? No, he cannot. But Upelsos plenty of boost. It looks for the pass to Mass, but the lanes are starting to disappear really fast for the Rabbits. As you can see, the Punishers starting to adjust This is a quick shot on target, but a great save from Applesos. Almost a double commit, but if you're going to double commit, someone hit the ball, as Applesos does manage to get control of this one. But Shadow with no boost in the tank. It could have snuck its way in, but shut down immediately as the pinch comes out, giving the Rabbit some space and some breathing room. So you got to get somebody on it. The demo on Marmoen could be huge, as a Shadow takes this one up into the heavens. Can't get the reset, as Casper is all over that one to shut it down. Applesos looks for one more, gets the 50 out. No one there to capitalize. No Mass is there for the challenge. Shot opportunity. Applesos finds its way in. Now bringing his team back to a 2-goal lead. The Rabbits up 3-1 with 1:15 left on the clock. The Rabbits finding their groove in that second man positioning. They were missing it a lot early on, but now they seem to be kind of showing it. They've cleaned up their act a little bit in their rotation with the help of Applesos, getting a little bit more confidence, really kind of showcasing where he's at and kind of turning things around. As now Casper can't get the beat here, but a shot opportunity from Shadow off the back wall. Applesos looking awkward. Can he get the save? He does. Applesos, the man, the myth, the legend, keeping his team's hopes alive for the goals and the saves, but Mass there to collect it off of him. As Shadow sends this one out to the corner. A great boost steal forces an awkward situation. Casper drops this one down. Mass with a shot, but a great save from Ninja, as that one was off that right side anyway. As this could be an easy net, as Marmoen trying to get one, but instead of shooting, tries to take the dribble. Wide open opportunity missed for the Punishers. The Rabbits, the saving grace, is at 30 seconds left. Looks like they might be staying alive here in game number 2 and walking away with the win. Marmoen trying to change things here. Does get the flip reset. No, couldn't use it, as Casper takes this one back downfield. Can't get the double reset or the power behind that touch. As now, just like this one, a scramble back downfield. 5 seconds left. They can't get it, as the team pinch sends this one into his own net. They couldn't get that one cleared away. And just like that, tragedy for the Rabbits is now only to a 1-goal lead with 5 seconds left. They got to hold on to it. They got to make sure they play this one safe. You cannot afford any type of kickoff goal or kickoff situation. As now this one goes in favor of Shadow. Look for the touchdown field, but a huge miss from Casper. This could be an opportunity, but Casper with a great recovery sends this one back down and drops it down for White Rabbit Gaming to bounce back here in game number 2 to equalize this series. I just want to say, Reed, if you're watching this stream, I can't believe you're trying to get me banned from being in RLCS lobby. That is crazy. But shout out the Rabbits for bouncing back here in game number 2. That is something they were missing. You know, maybe it was just a quick turnaround for, oh, looks like everybody lost connection to the lobby. Huge. But they had a quick turnaround compared to the previous series and previous game. You know, there was a lot more opportunities, a lot of passing lanes coming out right here. It's kind of gave a free chance for the Rabbits to kind of showcase. And I think the key factor here was Applesos coming back with a vote of confidence. He came in and he was there. He was present. He was doing all kinds of things all over the pitch. And for their rotation, I think he's going to be a key factor here for them gaining that momentum or losing it. He's going to have to maintain that position, that second man being relevant in the play, as we saw that previous one, and they kind of took it by storm. They kind of caught the opponent off guard, and that's one of those things they need to do. All right? Make him awkward, catch him off guard, and be creative. And right now, the way Applesos is playing here in this series, if he keeps that up, I think White Rabbit Gaming is going to walk away here and win this round. But chat, how are we feeling, dude? Is everyone happy with the Rabbits being back in this series? How are we all feeling? How are we all doing here? Does everyone think the Rabbits are going to pull away? You think they're going to take this one in a good old 3-1 fashion? Notice if I stopped chatting, the Rabbits are on form. All right, cool. So, chat, don't say a word. As we kick this one off, game number 3, winner of this goes to match point here in losers round 1, as Casper looks for a pass off the back wall, but a little bit off target. Applesos couldn't follow it up. Is now Marmoen trying to find one of his own. A double commit does come out, but it's going to be a free challenge as Casper. Plenty of boost, but a pinch creates an awkward situation. A little bit of a dangerous ball, but a great clear. A great challenge from Applesos to shut that one down. Gets the demo. No, he gets deleted. A Shadow looks for the pass, but a great cut from Casper shuts off that passing lane quick as ever. As now this one, a huge miss, a scoring opportunity, and a whiff just like that. It creates a 1-0 lead for the Punishers here. 31 seconds into game number 3. It's all your fault losing at League of Legends. You decided to chat, and now the Rabbits are down 1. But a great save as one almost sneaks its way through off the kickoff. That would have been a really tragic thing, and I would have definitely had to, mute losing or something for that one. But Marmoen does try and get a dribble, but just like that, the Rabbits can't seem to find a way to break out. This is a 3v2 situation. A pass downfield to Casper. Not able to slip away a sneaky redirect on that one. But a shot from Upplesos does drop it down. Mass, can he put it in? No. A clear away from Marmoen. There's now Shadows there to take control. Looks for one more. Gets the 50 off of Casper, but a pinch going in favor for him. Can he get the second touch? He does. Trying to play one more. Can he get the pass? No one there to follow it up on the demo, though. A little bit of a miscommunication on that offensive transition. But a 50 forces in favor of the Punishers. But Mass is there to cut it off with a great challenge from, I think it was Upplesos. But no, it was from Mass, actually. But Casper there playing that dedicated third man, trying to get it clear downfield as he looks for the pass. Can't connect on it. No flip to try and follow this one up. Going back in the hands of the Punishers as this one's off the back wall. Casper passes it to the defense. Marmoen gets it dusted by Upplesos. I mean, right now the Punishers are trying to reinstate that lock here. They're trying to find a way to kind of starve out the Rabbits and any type of opportunities they can generate. And just like that, one will finally slip its way through. And now, just like that, the Rabbits not able to find anything going for them. It looks like the Punishers have made the adjustments they needed, and now they're up with a 2-goal lead. Casper trying to reinstate his team's momentum as this one, Upplesos gets a little bit of an awkward touch. It's Marmoen. It's going to be a free challenge up the back wall. Shadow looking for the drop down. Looks for one more. Leaves it for Ninja, but a great cut from Casper on that lane. It does shut down that opportunity. As now this one, a dangerous possession to be in. Not a lot of boost in the tank as Shadow looks for the pass, but no one there to receive. Except for yours truly, Mass there for the 50. As the team pinch or bump does come out with the pull shot. Marmoen looking a little awkward. Does get a great touch around Mass, though. The 50 from Upplesos. As this one's a pinch. Is it on target? No, it's off that right side. A dangerous ball. As this one's just ping-ponged right back into the hands of Marmoen. Just like I was saying, they're playing a little bit of that ping-pong ball, and they're just kind of giving away possession. As Upplesos couldn't connect on that shot. Mass trying to put it in off that top right. Couldn't put it in either. But Casper trying to bring it back. Can he get the 50? He does, as this could be it. Can it slot its way in? No, Ninja there for the clear out. And now into a 2v1 scenario. Mass has got to find a way to shut this one down. Can he get the read? No, there it is. Shadow brings it into a 3-goal lead. The Rabbits falling apart here on that defensive side, and the Punishers are just racking up the scoreboard here, trying to take a very comfortable lead. I mean, right now the Rabbits just can't seem to find anything going for them. Everything they're doing for you see that second man has just started lacking up very heavily once again after a few mistakes, and just now the Punishers are just kind of shot after shot and just opportunity after opportunity slipping away from the Rabbits. Nothing really kind of going their way. It's Casper with a huge whiff. Couldn't follow that one as that one's almost another shot on target, but luckily Mass is there for the clear. But Shadow looks for one more, but blocked away. A touch from Ninja over to Marmoen. Mass can't get the cutoff, but Casper with a great pre-flip does get this one downfield. Now looking for the pass midfield over there. A little bit of an awkward touch. You can see the Rabbits a little awkward in that midfield. A little bit of two players just kind of being stacked on top of each other. A little bit of confusion on who should be going. But Casper with a backflip of doom, but not able to put this one to the pass on target. Looking for one more. This could be it, but not enough power or accuracy on that one as Shadow's there for the easy clear and save. And a bump comes out. Ninja trying to get an extra touch. He does. Mass with a quick challenge. With a minute left, the Rabbits got to find some way to break through here. They got to find something going as Casper tries to create some momentum here. Looks for the pass off the back wall. Can't get it as an easy read from Ninja. You can see they're expecting those challenges off the wall. There's not enough shots on the target, and they're just kind of expecting the little fake passes off the wall. They're ready for it. They're kind of just cutting off, expecting those type of touches. Got to get a little bit more creative. Maybe some off-the-ceiling passes to each other, that kind of stuff, dropping it down a little bit faster, and kind of full sending that second man might be what you need, as Casper is not able to get this one sent down to his teammate. As it Shadow off the back wall is there to control it. Mass looks for Ninja. A shot on target, but it's going to be a free clear for Casper. And just like that, with 15 seconds left, it's becoming statistically impossible. The Rabbits are going to drop here and go down to match point for the Punishers. And a 2-1 lead. They're down 2 are down by 1 series. They're going to have to find a way to turn around if they want to keep their bracket hopes alive, as this one's going to drop down. The Rabbits looking for one more for the road. Shut down immediately by Ninja, but Casper keeping this one alive. Shadow looking to return the favor, but Mass is going to finally put this one down. Never mind, and Marmoen keeps it alive. Off the ceiling, we're going to play one more, and finally it hits the ground. I mean, the Rabbits, the opportunity's there. They just seem they kind of got out of the groove once the Punishers made that change, and they didn't really have a response for it. Didn't really have one going for them. I just realized this entire time my light's been off. There, you guys should be able to see me better a little bit more. But hey, so I think it's really coming down to getting Applesauce to be like utilized here. You know, he finished this one with only 94 points. And maybe it's a little bit of nerves coming into the mix here, and he's getting a little nervous about not feeling the most confident with how his performance is going. So as a team, you got to make sure you're kind of hyping him up and getting him locked back into this series. This series is very doable. All right, you may have gotten shut out here in game number 3, but you won game number 2 in a pretty dominant fashion. You just got to come out and shell shock your opponent, get a little bit creative, a little bit more unique passes, and kind of trust each other a little bit more. There's been a lot of missed touches happening, and trust yourself. Go for things that you feel like you're going to go for. Because if you don't connect on them, you don't connect on them. If you connect on it, it's what you wanted to do. All right, it's better to go for it than sit there and hesitate and kind of give them that space and opportunity for your opponent to really take advantage of. But going into game number 4, the Rabbits facing elimination. Gonna have to turn this one around as that teams slowly start joining the lobby. Looks like we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as this one's about to kick off game number 4. Hopefully the Rabbits can bounce back here, but jumping into it, facing elimination, WRG having to find some way to break through as a fake comes out from Mass. Oh, it looks like a little bit of a discommunication. Looks like a potential pause needs to be come out. The referee not pausing the game as this one a little bit of a dangerous situation. I don't think the admin's looking. The admin is not here. They're asking for pauses. This is tragic. So hopefully they'll figure that out. But, you know, hopefully it's a little like something was happening with Mass here. You know, they tried to play on a little bit, looking for that pause. Hopefully we can get a quick reset and kind of reset this one. I don't know. Looks like Mass was lagging really bad and got kicked. So I don't know. Use it as a reset, boys. As I will be restarting at good old 448. Get it turned around. Looks like we're trying to get this one set up and ready to go. Looks like they just reset the clock. Gonna be resetting the series. Or resetting the game on me. So we're just kind of waiting for that to get set up. Oh, it was Applesauce who lagged, not Mass. All right, we are resuming, kicking things back off, transitioning right back into it. 4:48 reset on the clock, but we can keep this one going as Marmoen looks for a touch down the field, but an easy collection for Mass. So a shot could have been, but a double commit does get the save out into the hands of Casper, who leaves this one for Applesauce. Mass with trying to get something going. Gets a beat past 2 of them. Can he follow it up as that boost comes out? A pinch sends this one back across the field. The Rabbits going to have to find some way to step it up. Try and get something going as Casper takes this one to the heavens. Can he take it up? Off the ceiling, drops it down. A shot from Mass, but a great save from Marmoen, who gets the clear out into the hands of Ninja. The Rabbits starting to show a little bit of signs of creativity on their passing, a little bit of ceiling play as Casper looks for one more. Can he get the double? He does. A shot could have been, but a great pop-up from Marmoen. It does get this one away from the hands of Mass. But Casper looking very awkward here as this is going to be a quick shot, but he does recover for the save. I mean, I have a feeling this is going to be a very close game 4. It's going to come down to the last second goal. As this one's a pass downfield from Uplesos to Casper. Can't connect on the touch, though. Mass trying to follow it up. Can't get the pop down. Looking for the midfield pass. Looking like this might slot its way in, but a great save from Ninja. Casper trying to get one more. Couldn't put it on target. As now Mass looks for the touch off the sidewall. But it's going to be a free read from Marmoen with a pass out to Ninja. Casper, a lot of space to work with. Can't take this one up. Does get the fake out. Can he get it past 2? He does. Casper trying to do it himself. Gets it past all 3. Looks for the pass. Goes for the clip instead. Couldn't get it. As that one gets shut down. You're going to want that one back as that early lead could have been what they needed. As this could be a shot 50'd out. Casper trying to put it back. I mean, this one's just being a dribbler. It's just been a slugfest in that corner. People bumping each other. But now Marmoen looks for one more. Mass there for the read. Can't get the touch, but Casper there to follow it up. And no one's able to get the touch, it seems. Now, can he get the pop? He does, but not able to get the flick off of it. Uplesos gets beat out. Casper, last man back. He's got to get something. As this shot is there, Punishers put the first one in. And just like that, the Rabbits falter here early on here in this game. I mean, you can see those opportunities. They presented themselves. They just didn't really take full advantage of them. As Uplesos tries to take advantage of this one. As this one's off the ceiling. Casper, can he get there in? No. Marmoen all over it. Miscommunication again as Mass just a little bit too close to the play on that one. Can't follow it up. Now, look for the pass to Casper, but a quick challenge. It does go in favor. Off the back wall, it's there. A shot opportunity. No, but a missed touch from Marmoen happens to land in favor of Shadow to take control. But he does get bumped off. A 50 since this one up off the ceiling. Should be a passing opportunity as Uplesos can't get the angle or the power on it. But a demo in the backfield. Trying to scramble back. Can't get there. The Rabbits down 2-0. I mean, they just can't seem to get anything going right now as things are just kind of going against them. Opportunities are not working out in favor. But this could be the pass that they were looking for as a shot. Waterfalls this way down. Mass, can he get the read? No, but no one there. Not close enough to put it in. Uplesos top left bins. There it is. Bringing it back to a 1-goal deficit. Uplesos doing what he needs to do. Showing up here as that third man to put it in. Keeping his team's hopes alive. As now Casper tries to get the fake, and does get the boost though. This one's not going to be a little bit of a floater in the midfield. Casper all over it. Looks for the read, but it's going to be shut down by Marmoen. Looks for the second touch into the midfield. He does. Uplesos last man back. Can't get the save. And just like that, the Punishers are back up by 2. The Rabbits faltering here. Marmoen with a great read in the pop-up. You can see Uplesos not really expecting that follow-up touch. And it just kind of went up and didn't go in his favor. Minute 43, the Rabbits are going to have to find some way to get some momentum going here. Because they're at match point. The Punishers are able to close this one out in a 3-1 win. As a shot comes out, miscommunication, just like that. And now it's a 4-1 lead for the Punishers. Miscommunication here is a pop-up from Casper. Uplesos not able to read what's going on. And the hopes for the Rabbits start slowly dying away. But with a minute 30 left, they need to find a quick response. But Marmoen says, not today. I'm going to do this one and keep their lead very steady. As a missed touch comes out, Casper not able to collect it. Now Ninja there for the shot. Uplesos, can he get it cleared? He does. Mass looks for one more. Does get the pop up high to the back wall. Could be it, but a great recovery from Marmoen. Does keep this one going. Casper looks for an extra one, but he does get back. But Mass is there for the cutoff. This one top right corner, but a great save from Casper with under a minute left. It's not looking too good for the Rabbits as they just can't seem to get any momentum going in favor. Uplesos looks for one more, does get the pop up, but Ninja's going to be all over that for the drop down. It could be a shot, but miscommunication once again on the commit. And a shot could be there from Mass, but blocked away by Marmoen once again. Great control here with 35 seconds left. They got to connect on something, and that save might seal the deal here for this GSL stage. as the Rabbits just can't seem to put anything in the back of the net. No bumps, no shots, nothing on target, as the Punishers are just going to start walking away with 20 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be statistically impossible for the Rabbits to come back here, and they will be eliminated here in the GSL stage. Losers round 1. Tragic for WRG, but hey, a good run nonetheless, as they could put one in, but off the crossbar. The story of the Rabbits here in this GSL stage. Looks like they're going to keep this one alive, trying to get one more on the road. As Shadow takes this one going. Can he get the double? He does, and there it is. Just like that, it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute tragedy for the Rabbits. Tragic for the boys. They couldn't turn it around and come through today. But hey, bounce back. Do what you can do. You kind of figure it out later. Make those adjustments. Go back to the drawing board. Watch some replays. See what you did wrong. And turn this one around going into the next series of Open. I think it was the next Open, which is Open 6. Which I believe is coming up next weekend. I should be able to do the Saturday stream for that one. But I won't be able to do the Sunday stream. But in the end of the day, it is what it is. You do what you can do. And just come back from every loss as a learning lesson. And I think they can totally turn that around. So now I'm going to go pop into the Rocket League category and see what other SSA streams are happening. That way I can see what's going on. Let's see here what we got. Things are kicking off here. Just saying chat. Sorry, give me a moment. Yeah, no problem, dude. Appreciate you. And try their best. Just can't always succeed. It is what it is. You bounce back next time. What is this one? That's not it. Are there any other SSA team streams happening? Team E1, I think they're doing one. Cool. Alright, y'all. Well, I'm going to conclude my stream here, and I'm going to send it to a raid for Team E1, since they're going to be up in the next round. I just got to get back to my chat so I can actually do that. Feel free to stick around and watch that if you would like. Don't have to. It's up to you. As I know y'all's team did end up losing. But why not spread the love a little bit? So that will conclude my stream. I appreciate everybody coming out. Be sure to hit the join raid now to go to the next stream if you would like to watch Team E1 and see how they're doing. And that will conclude my run, everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning into the broadcast, and I will catch you all in the next Open next Saturday. Have a good one.
Feelings of enjoyment and excitement feel distant. I know I'm not alone, I just want someone to listen to the things I have to say, to the shit I have to deal with every night through the day. But it doesn't help that I always push everyone away. My emotions keep on